guys, welcome back to another installment of Tweakdown Plays. Today we're going to be taking a look at Fallout 4. I found something that's pretty interesting in this game using the console commands. But first, you'll notice in the upper left hand side of the screen, using NZXT's new cam software. I've been using this a lot lately. It's pretty good. It gives you nice FPS tracking. It shows you your memory usage, your CPU, GPU loads, and also your temperatures of all your goodies. So, you can keep track of all the good stuff that you're doing while you're gaming. Now, we've included a link to the software below in the description, so check it out if you're interested. Now, let's get cracking on the interesting console commands. So, I've used setscale to blow up objects and make them huge, as you can see. And I found out that this actually works on yourself. Now, to show you a quick demonstration on how the setscale command works, it's actually really easy. So what you want to go ahead and do, get close to the object. We're gonna make this Brahmin like just 300 feet tall. So go to the object you want to blow up, enact the console commands with the tilde, select the object, the creature, or whatever it is you want to blow up. Now you got to be careful. You want to select. Be careful what you're clicking on, because you'd be clicking over here on this, giant ship. You'd be clicking on the grass, sidewalk. So make sure, double click, triple click. Make sure you're getting what you're trying to get. You just type in set scale, no spaces, and an integer from 0.01 to 10. 0.01 will shrink an item by, or an object by, 1/10 of its size. Set scale 10 will blow it up 10-fold. We're going to blow it up by 10. Oh my goodness, we got some others going. Oh Jesus, look at that. Ugh. But yeah, man, look at that. Got absolutely blew up a guy over here. NCR, dude. But yeah, it's pretty fun. You could do this with pretty much anything in the game that you could select. Some objects have like a delayed effect, so you have to come back. But a word of warning here. You have to be careful, because certain things you blow up. Oh Jesus. Ooh, okay, he's just gonna lay down. But certain things that you blow up that you make big will actually conflict with your game and can crash your game. So before you start playing around with this, back up your saves. So we're gonna go ahead and shrink him back down so he doesn't get in our way. Another annoying thing, sometimes when you shrink things, blow them up, they'll be huge, right? But the object, it's kind of weird to explain. Like, even though an object might be small, it will take up the actual same space as it took up whenever it was its normal size. So you can't shrink things to get away to try to make them actually take up less space. Kind of, see how okay, here's a perfect example. I'm running an invisible wall. Even though the car is small, the game is still registering, acting like it's big, so it's blocking my space. But anyway, let's go ahead and shrink ourselves. First thing you want to do, or you can shrink yourself, make yourself bigger. I'm going to make myself bigger first, then we'll shrink ourselves. I'll show you how to do it. First thing you want to do is toggle God mode, TGM. Because when you make yourself huge, every jump you make will pretty much kill you. Because you're jumping like 10 times as high as you normally do. And you're taking 10 times as much fall damage. Okay? Second thing, we're in third person. It doesn't work in first person because you can't really select yourself. You can't select your own ID. So go in third person. Console, set scale, 10. And kaboom. As you can see, third person does not work very well. You can't really use it. So go in first person. And now we're seen through the eyes of a giant. Now we know what it's like to be a huge giant in Fallout 4. You run fast, you jump high. It gets crazy. Now, we turned our HUD off because I want to show you guys. But we can go ahead and turn the HUD back on. It scales the HUD. So basically, for all intents and purposes, you are a giant. Don't do this indoors. Don't do this indoors. It'll crash the game. You'll get stuck in the wall. It's just not fun. You have to do this outdoors. But one thing you can do to get away to actually see yourself. What you want to do, go in third person, hit TFC, which is toggle flying camera. And now we can fly around, take screenshots, look at ourselves. It's just awesome. Like, it gets wacky. But as you can see, I'm like 200 feet tall. And you could do this with anything. You could blow up your... See, I made this guy tiny. Codsworth made him a little small. The one thing though that I would actually like to do is be able to select multiple objects and blow up all the objects. Now, that's a little bit hard to do. I don't know if you guys can see the textures are a little shaky. That's what happens sometimes when you get around objects when you're huge or small. The game gets a little weird. But I would really like to be able to make this entire building huge instead of having to select bit by bit. So to go back to our person, TFC again, flies you right back. Now, if you want to shrink yourself, you're actually not going to be able to get your code very well by doing this. So we're going to do TFC just so we could get our code. Okay, open the console command, select your dude, set scale. We'll go to 1 and turn off TFC. Bam, back to normal size. So that's how you blow yourself up and make yourself smaller again, or make yourself normal sized again. Now we're going to make ourselves ultra tiny. Okay, we're in third person. Select our character. Set scale 0.1. Remember, it has to be 0.01 or 0.1 because you have to use the decimal. It won't make yourself smaller. I mean, you could go to 1, but if you make yourself small as possible, 0.01 is what you want to do. And oh my goodness, what happened? Go into first person view and we are seeing through the eyes of a mouse. Now, as you notice, we are going really small, or really slow, sorry. So what you want to do to get around this, you could actually adjust your speed manually. Player, set AV, speed mult, and we'll do 1000. There we go. Now we're running. We're running fast. We got some funky grass. We're jumping. Can't really jump very well. And third person, it's like you'll sometimes, yeah, see, you'll fly out of your actual view. So in order to see yourself properly, you want to go back in the TFC, fly around, look at yourself. But as you can see, we're really teeny. You could do this with anything in the game. You could do this with any NPCs. You could shrink the entire town. Not like the buildings. I mean, you can shrink the buildings, but you have to shrink them like bit by bit, so it'd be very time consuming. But you can shrink the entire townsfolk. Ooh, I'm starting to glitch up. I can't really jump or anything. You can shrink. Should be able to shrink power armor. Oh, well, yep, we could make it huge. So here's another thing that I just thought of. You could make a whole bunch of huge statues. Like, you could have your own Colossus of Rhodes for every settlement. One thing you do have to be careful of is the glitches. This will glitch the game. This can crash your game. All kinds of crazy things can happen. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to show you this. It's really awesome. You could have a lot of fun with this. You could probably even make your own. What it reminds me of is like Mario 3, where everything was huge, everything's small, just like those crazy levels. And now you could probably make your own little platforming levels and all kinds of crazy things if you wanted to. So just to illustrate some of the skills I've taught you, we're going to go back and set ourselves. Oh, I disappeared. Okay. When you're small, you have to fight the camera a little bit. TFC. I gotta get myself to where I can see myself. And it can be a little bit annoying. So we're gonna go over here, try to get on the flattest ground as possible.
Yeah.
Okay. TFC. Oh, wait. Go into third person first. Okay, see how we can see ourselves in third person? Now you can go to TFC, fly around, get closer to make sure you're selecting just yourself instead of everything else. Okay, console, set scale 1, we're back to normal.
Yeah.
Turn off TFC, and there we go, back to our normal size. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this nice little tutorial. You can do all kinds of amazing, crazy things. As always, be sure to like, subscribe, and share if you liked the video, and we'll see you next time.